How's it going, you fox? Got my sticky note for all the things that I wanted to talk about today. So, today, Friday, thank fuck, longest week ever. I don't know about you guys, but like I said, I'm pretty sure I said this before. The weeks lately, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like it just feels like the weeks should be over every single fucking day, or at least like one day away, and they just take forever. It sucks, but thankfully it's Friday. I'm gonna have a date night tonight, which never happens, so pretty excited. Gonna go see Logan, I think. Probably do the theater here in Spruce, because fuck going into the city, even though I'm sure it would be great, fucking 3D, whatever. But yeah, we'll just go to the one in Spruce. It's good enough, and hopefully it won't be chinched, because it's been a week or two, I think, since it's been out. We were gonna watch the like all the X-Men, all the Wolverines, all that shit, but that didn't happen. We tried to watch the first one, Lo fell asleep, and then I was like, fuck it. I went to sleep, and then, yeah, we never bothered. Plus, she was getting ready for tests and shit for her school, and yeah, it just didn't happen. So, but I know enough about the story, I think, I hope, that I can get us through it if she got any questions or whatever. I might actually just Google that. Is there stuff that we need to know from the previous movies before we go ahead and watch it that like are pertinent? Is pertinent the right word? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go see that. That's gonna be sweet. I know it's gonna be sweet because it's fucking Wolverine, and I'm, kind of sad that it's gonna be Hugh Jackman's last fucking stint at it. It's probably Patrick Stewart's last stint at it too. I know he's in it, and yeah, kind of sucks, but they had a good run, and there will never be another Wolverine or another Xavier, really. At least the old Xavier. Fucking young Xavier, the guy they got playing him, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he's pretty good too. And actually, I like all the young actors. The fucking one they did for fucking for Magneto was awesome too. It was a good fucking blend. But yeah, so pretty stoked about that. Kids are away over at the in-laws, so they're excited about that. They haven't seen them in a while, so it works out for all parties. Okay, some of the stuff to talk about. So you remember the story with the fucking crazy dude that was trying to run me off the road? Well, you know how things usually come in threes. I think this one might qualify as like a 3.5, but we'll see how we figure. So I had the crazy dude, and then I told you about fucking getting the car towed after the show at the Forge. That's number 2. And so I was a little bit late getting my registration done for my car. And anyway, so yesterday, I had a chance because Lo got off work early, and Thursday was basically all shit I had to do fucking after work. So I went and got the registration done. That's not what the ticket was. Oh, fucking dropped the ball. Yeah, I got a fucking ticket. So the registry is literally, if you're driving, maybe 20, 30 seconds away from the bank, which is where I went to cash the band's check. I was trying to get everything done, obviously, right? Like, I mean, I'm home at 5:30, everything's closed at 7, wanted to make sure I had enough time to get everything done. God knows what kind of lines you're gonna end up with, right? Because on those days that they're open late, there's usually a bunch of people there. So the registry, I go in, there's a ticket on my fucking file. So that bumped up the price of the registry. Now, I don't know if that one really counts as one of the ones, but so I pull out, I put the sticker on, pull out, and come to a little 4-way stop that's there. I see a cop. I'm like, oh, this fucking cop here. Well, I'll make sure I come to a complete stop, whatever else. Not thinking about my seatbelt. Because I don't wear a fucking seatbelt. I don't. Right? It's just habit. I grew up with old cars. We didn't have seatbelts in most of them. And, you know, like, I'm of the era, too, when I was a kid. You know, playing in the back of the station wagon with your cars or your fucking turtles or whatever the fuck. Right? And so things just got eerily quiet just then. But yeah, so anyway, I go through the stop sign, you know, made sure I came to a complete stop, and sure enough, I see him turning around. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, what the fuck's he turning around for? Seatbelt. So, like, I tried to put the seatbelt on and whatever else. And he's like, you know what I pulled you over for? And I'm like, well, no, I don't. And he's like, well, you didn't have your seatbelt on. And I pointed to my seatbelt, but that didn't fly. And he's like, yeah, you got it on now. But and I was like, fuck, can you even fucking prove this? Like, what made me so mad was the fact that they haven't been able to fucking track down this guy. Like, and I mean, yes, okay, I didn't get him the fucking plate, whatever else. But this fucking psycho that was chasing me around Spruce Grove for fucking 20, 25 minutes, there was witnesses, I'm sure, and couldn't find that guy. Couldn't do that, but you're gonna charge me a $150 fucking ticket for not wearing a fucking seatbelt, which shouldn't be a fucking ticket anyway. Should be my own fucking fault if I get in a fucking accident and I don't have a fucking seatbelt on and I get hurt. That should be my problem, not yours. It shouldn't be a fucking ticket. It shouldn't be a law. It's stupid. I don't care what you think about it. That's what I think about it. It's stupid. But anyway, so that fucking that really fucking put a damper on my night, right? Because I had to go jam, and I was fucking irritable, and whatever else, and fucking guys had to put up with me being fucking pissed off. Jam went okay though. Like, I mean, you know, and we're really excited for this fucking Battle of the Bands show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you haven't already, try and get some fucking tickets because they're gonna go fast. A lot of the bands have picked up and sold a bunch of tickets. We're not selling tickets really. If you need to get tickets, get in touch with the venue at the tracks in Spruce Grove, and you can get your tickets there. I think they're only like fucking $10 for 5 bands. Like, you can't get a better deal, and it's good bands. Like, fuck, these bands are good. So you're definitely gonna get your money's worth. Plus the food, like I always say, I always preach about the fucking food there. At the tracks has some of the best food in fucking, I want to say Alberta, but I haven't tried enough Albertan food yet to justify that. Like, I mean, I'm always partial to the Newfie food. I always felt like that was the better food all around. But yeah, so definitely go. Try to get your tickets quick because they're gonna go quick. If they're not already fucking gone, I don't even fucking know. But April 1st, it's not a joke. But yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, what else I did last night? And it couldn't have come at a better time because I was super stressed out, obviously, like I've just explained. I went for my first float. For those of you who don't know, float, like you get into this, like an isolation sensory deprivation tank. It's like 1,000 pounds of salt, so you just kind of literally float on there. And the water is, you know, pretty much body skin temperature. So it totally, you know, deprives your brain of having to use, for the most part, most of your senses. And it was fucking amazing. Oh my God. Like, I've heard Joe Rogan talking about it for years, but never actually went to do it. And I've been researching it a lot. Well, not researching. I found out that there was a few places that did it. And Ange, sister-in-law, superstar, she got me a gift certificate for one float at Modern Gravity. Fucking guys are amazing. They have an amazing fucking setup. It's a beautiful location. It's basically city center, but it's in a spot where it actually has parking. Some of the pictures, if you look up Modern Gravity on Google or whatever, some of the pictures look like it's a little bit of a sketchy area of town. It's not bad at all. It's way nicer when you get there. And there's like designated parking there. You don't have to pay for parking. It's fucking beautiful. So anyway, I went in. Beautiful fucking spot. Really nice people. And the nicest part that I personally find is that they're open retardedly, like super late. I went there at 10:30 and was there till fucking midnight. Like, what more do you want? This is one of the things that I really like about this place is that they figured the whole thing where people gotta work, right? Like, people gotta work. So you can't afford to fucking take days off to go do a float or you know, whatever, time off. And that's a big problem I find with like a lot of health things, like massage therapy, chiropractors, all that stuff. They're amazing things. Acupuncture is another one. They're amazing things, but a lot of them, they don't offer stuff later at night. And let's be honest, most of us are working through it today. We can't afford to fucking take time off and then pay for this thing. Like, yeah, some of the stuff is covered by, you know, your benefit plans sometimes and insurance and whatever else. But, you know, so they do it super late if you want. And it was really nice too because they, if you get the last float of the day, mine was at 10:30. I'm not sure if that's like the usual last float of the day time. But if you do the last float of the day, then you can go right till fucking midnight. So I got an extra, well, it was free anyway for me because I had a fucking gift certificate. But I got fucking an extra half an hour on top of that. So I got an hour and a half totally for free. So what more do you fucking want? And anyway, I'll talk about the experience. So I go in, the guy explains everything, you know, blah, blah, blah. Puts Vaseline on some cuts just because, you know, it's high salt water. It's going to fucking sting and it's going to totally ruin the experience. So if you got any cuts that you know about, they get a little bit of Vaseline there, like fucking petroleum jelly, whatever. And so he talks about that and shower off. There's nice fucking, when you walk into the room, it's probably, you know, 15 feet in, something like that. And so yeah, there's a nice, really nice shower there. They got fucking body wash and shampoo, and they even got conditioner for when you get a shower on the way out, because you know the salt is hard on the hair and stuff, right? So fucking really nice, all organic shit too, so that's fucking primo. But so yeah, you go in, take off all your clothes, you get totally naked, which is awesome. And shower off, you know, make sure you're all clean, whatever, do the fucking jelly thing if you need it. And you get into this tub, like right next to the shower, there's a fucking like door thing, and you get into the tub. It's got lights in the bottom, and then it's got, you know, the water's probably about yay deep, and like leaves you enough room to float, right? And then there's like a starlight fucking light up on the top, and there's switches in there, so once you're comfortable and set, you turn them off, because that's the best way to do it. Total sensory deprivation, like total darkness. Your brain's not working to regulate your body temperature, which is really nice. Like, it just fucking soaks into the water, and it's like, yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, when I had everything first turned off, it felt like I was fucking spinning, like, but you're not really. Like, it's just, it's crazy. It's like you're floating in space, anti-gravity room, basically. And but at perfect temperature. So you basically, like, it takes a while sometimes to shut down your body, shut down your mind, because like I was going through, all right, I gotta get fucking comfortable, stop moving, let my head rest right back, because you let it rest right back, right? And it took me a while to release that tension in my neck, because of, you know, you're naturally holding your head up. And so that took a little while to, but when you're in there and you finally get relaxed, you start to feel all the tight parts, the pulling parts, all the weird shit going on in your body. And you got to focus on your breathing, right? Like, you try to get those big, deep breaths. And like me, I'm a partial smoker, so it took me a few minutes to get used to that. And, you know, you feel everything. My shoulders were, holy fuck, you could feel like how this one was tightened up here and the hip was tightened down there and how it crossed over. You feel it all. It was unbelievable. But the nice thing too is all this salt, it's pulling all the toxins out of your body. Like, I felt so unbelievable. Well, I won't get there yet. But anyway, so Yeah, I know I'm all over the place, but I can't explain or whatever how awesome it was, because like it took me like 10-20 minutes, shut down my brain, shut down my body, the whole works, right, to get used to it, figure it out, because it was my first one. And so that took a little bit, and then, you know, get my breathing, get my lungs all cleared out and whatever else, and then poof, I was gone. I don't know if I fell asleep or if because all my sensory deprivation, like if I just lost track of all time. But before I knew it, because when you're done, like when your time's up, they'll like gradually turn on some nice fucking, you know, ambient music or whatever. And I should have asked what song it was, because it was fucking unbelievable. Like it fucking added so much to the experience. Guys know what they're doing. They really do. And I wish I could remember the guy's name that fucking showed me everything and whatever, the guy that was running it there that night. But so yeah, anyway, I got out and it was unbelievable. Everything was loose, everything felt good. Half the fucking dark circles were gone from under my eyes. Like it just pulled so much toxins out of my body. And like they got a nice filtration system in there, so like everything's clean when you get in there, right? And then yeah, and then got the shower when I was done. You know, they don't rush you or anything like that. Got the shower, fucking took a nice long shower again. Well, semi-long. I wasn't dirty then, right? So just rinsing the salt off. And then they got these little like, they say it's kind of like a vinegary solution that goes in your ear, because like your ears are under the water, right? So you got to put that in there to kind of dissolve the salt, because if you don't, when you start to like dry out or whatever, you'll get like little granules, so almost like sand in your fucking ears, right? So, like if you were going to fucking swim in the ocean or something, right? Like you get that like grunginess. So they even, you know, they provide you with that too. And yeah, so then I got out and man, I felt like a fucking dream. I've never felt relaxation like that before in my life. And like I've done a lot of fucking things to feel relaxed. Never in my life have I felt relaxation like that. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. It was like I was floating in space. It was fantastic. And like the emotional benefit, the physical benefit, like you just totally shut yourself off from everything. You know, people talk about going to the woods and whatever else, and don't get me wrong, that stuff is amazing. But this was a whole nother world. It was unbelievable. And I can't say enough good things about it. Definitely go check out the guys at Modern Gravity, or, you know, those are the only ones I can attest to. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of float places that are really good. But yeah, and I was joking with the guy and whatever else. It's like, fuck. He's like, how was it? I was like, well, I don't know if I'd want to do mushrooms in there, I tell you. And he laughed. And I was like, the whole time I was in there, I was like, first few minutes I was thinking, I was like, man, imagine having an ayahuasca ceremony in here. And he laughed at that too, so I think he knew what I was talking about, which I'm pretty sure he did, because when I mentioned, he asked if I had floated before. I was like, no, but I've heard a lot about it. You know, Joe Rogan talks about it a lot. He's like, man, that guy deserves a fucking fruit basket. So many people coming in here that have listened to his podcast and listened to him talking about it. And I guess they're even part of the whole fucking On It family, so that's pretty cool too. I didn't know that until I looked like deep into their website today, because I take Alpha Brain whenever I'm doing like a big show or like going for a jam or whatever else. I find it makes a huge difference. On It's fucking such good fucking supplements, and you know, it's expensive. I won't deny that. It is expensive, especially to get it shipped to Canada, because our dollar's fucking garbage. But it's good stuff. I find it's good stuff. But that's my personal experience. I don't know if it's good for everybody, but they do offer, you know, full money back guarantee, whatever else. So I'm not, obviously they're not a sponsor yet, but yeah, so it was a whole cool experience. And I would recommend it to anyone. I honestly can't wait to go again. I would like to go every fucking day. I cannot blame Joe Rogan for having one in his house, but I would not want to do the maintenance unless it was like a self-fucking cleaning one, and I don't even know if they have that, and God only knows how expensive that would be. Like, I imagine that would be like fucking 10 to 15 grand to get something like that. But Don't judge me. Yeah, I need a fucking monster to stay awake today. It was pretty late, right? But I fucking slept like a rock. Like a rock. Never slept like that. It was amazing. Anyway, I'll fucking let that go. We'll talk about something else. What else can we talk about? I got my sticky note. Oil versus the Penguins. Battle of the Crosby and the McJesus. The one, or the kid, versus the next one. That's coming on tonight. Probably going to miss it because I'm going to be watching fucking Logan. So it's going to be interesting because Crosby and McDavid are battling for the points lead. Kind of. I'm not sure where Crosby is right now. I think there's people ahead of him, but I'm not sure. And yeah, it should be a good game. You know, both of them are fighting for fucking position for playoffs. The last part of the season is some of the best parts of the season. Like, I like the beginning of the season too, but you know, it's you know, teams trying to figure their shit out, and stuff never ends up the way it starts. Like fucking Montreal's a prime example. Like, they're still doing good, but fuck, man, they always have a great start and they always have a fucking huge collapse. Kind of like the Flyers. But yeah, the Flyers are still somehow in contention. I don't know how, because they've been playing. It must have been that fucking huge streak they were on. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said before, I honestly hope they don't make it. I love my Flyers, but yeah, I kind of hope they don't make it, so maybe they can get a better draft position or something. Because like, they got lots of good guys coming too, though. I guess I don't know. I want to see what they're going to do with their goalie situation, because I'm kind of happy they signed Neuwirth, but I still don't see him as much more than a backup. He seems to play better under like short workloads. So I don't know. I don't see either of them as a number one. That's for fucking sure. But yeah, so the fucking Oil and Penguins game should be a fucking barn burner tonight. Two fast teams. And that brings me to another point. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the world. I've noticed a whole lot of change. A whole lot of change in myself. A whole lot of change in the world. And times are fucking crazy and whatever else. But on a weird note, and this is still on a hockey note, I don't hate the Penguins anymore. I used to fucking hate the Penguins. I hated Lemieux. Lemieux. I didn't like Yager back in the day. What? Maybe? No. But yeah, I didn't like Yager. And, you know, I despise the Penguins. You know, Battle of Pennsylvania. I'm a Flyers fan. You know, it just kind of went hand in hand, right? Especially didn't like Crosby. Hated Crosby with every ounce of my being. He was my least favorite player in the game. Thought he was a whiny piece of crap. I don't mind Crosby anymore. I noticed it not too long ago, and I might have mentioned it on here before, but I fucking like Crosby now. I like him. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't get it. And it was the same thing. It was like Crosby and Malkin. Didn't like any of them. And I still was kind of on the fence with Malkin. Like, he's a great player, don't get me wrong. Like, fucking big, strong. He was fucking basically a big Russian Lindros. But didn't like him. And something changed a day, 2 days ago, when he threw a hit, and he knew it was a bad hit, and he took a fight. He didn't want to fight, but he thought it was he said this, he thought it was the honorable thing to do. Maybe not that exact words, but he thought it was the honorable thing to do, and so he took the fight. Whether or not he wanted to fight, I didn't see the fight. I don't know if he won, but I thought that was really fucking cool, because there's not a whole lot of fucking honor in today's world. And like, I used to be a really honorable dude, right? And I've been trying to get back that way, like, because there was, I don't know, something happened, and I went through a short period where I was like, fuck everyone else, I'm gonna fucking do my shit and whatever else. And I'm being totally honest here about that. And I don't know, something happened weird with me. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was getting tired of getting stepped on. I don't know what it was. And but that was the me I was proud of. And when I wasn't like that, I felt guilty. And I'm trying I've been trying, like, to get back to that. I feel like I'm getting there, but I'm trying to find the balance too, right? Because you can't be a fucking doormat, right? Like, you can be super honorable and whatever else, and you're not going to get fucking anywhere because you're not standing up for yourself, right? So that's one of my wisdom things of life. Try to be as fucking honorable and loyal and whatever as you can, but don't get stepped on. Don't put up with shit, right? You gotta fucking choose your battles, and yeah, you kind of get what I'm saying. I hope, but yeah. So anyway, I thought that was super cool, and yeah. So I'm not a Penguins fan, but I'm not against them, and I kind of like it because their jerseys look all right, and I don't like hating people. You know, I've got an elite list of people that I could literally say that I hate, that I might kill if you know, circumstances were right, and you know, I had to defend myself, but kind of wanted to do it. You know what I mean? You know, there's everyone's got, well, not everyone, but a lot of people got at least one person where they're like, ooh, fuck, I'd like to see you under some fucking tires on fire, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting a bit dark here, but anyway, so yeah, cool, good job on you, Penguins. Took a long fucking time, but I don't hate you anymore. And that goes for a lot of the teams. I didn't like Columbus because I didn't like New Jersey. Columbus is a pretty good team. Whatever. I still don't like New Jersey. I like the jersey, like the colors. Always did. But I'm not over the Scott Stevens, Eric Lindros issue, and I don't know if I'll ever be. That one's deeply ingrained, more than anything else. What else? Oh yeah, keeping on hockey. My boy Jake Voracek, fucking calling out fucking Bill Daly and the fucking NHL for still sitting on the fence for the fucking Olympics. And I don't fucking blame him. And he's being fucking very candid about it. And, you know, people are coming down on him and whatever else. Fuck off. And he even said, beat it. He's like, I gotta ask a question. And like they tried to fucking bring in the whole, maybe you should be worrying about your season, not the fucking Olympics. And he's like, I gotta ask the question. I answered it. Beat it. And I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's good when people fucking speak their mind. And like, you don't have to be a total asshole about it, and he wasn't. But yeah, I support that, and him being on, you know, the fucking, pretty much it's Wayne and him that are the star players of the team. Drew's kind of gone into a lull. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I like it, and I think it represents the team good. I think it represents the league good, and it represents the players good, because I know that he's not the only one thinking that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I told you this was going to be a long video. It's probably going to be a little bit longer. I got a couple other things I want to talk about. Do I? Or should I just cut it off here? You know, it's almost half an hour. Maybe I should cut it off here, and I'll leave some topics for fucking next time. This is episode 10, so I thought I would try to make it a longer video. It's already fucking pretty long. I haven't had a single video where I've talked this long. For anyone that's fucking watching, thank you. Trying to do my best to fucking just speak my mind. If people like it, they don't, whatever. You know, that's the way it is. But this is my life, and this is how it goes. And I appreciate every fucking one of you. And yeah, whether you listen to this one time, all the time, none of the time, try and support people is what I'm basically trying to get at. I know I'm super scattered today. I had so much stuff on my mind, and trying to get back into the fucking regular world. I hate doing that. I hate coming back into the regular world when you fucking had one of those experiences, you know, like when I've done ayahuasca and coming back to the real world. Fuck, it's a hard transition, man, because you're in a whole different dimension, you know, like you feel your soul. You feel your soul, and there's no greater experience. If you can get a chance to do fucking, you know, a nice controlled ayahuasca journey with, you know, people who know what they're doing, a safe space, or ideally like this float. Like, fuck, man. There's no greater fucking thing that you can do for self-betterment. It's so good. So good. You get in touch with who you really are, and you shut yourself down, and it breaks your ego off, and it's amazing, man. It's amazing. And I can't recommend that stuff more. But yeah, I think I'll cut it off here because we're breaking that 30-minute mark, and I'm going to be home here soon anyway, so I got to get fucking cleaned up, scraggle beard, and yeah, maybe go out, have a drink, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to go watch Logan anyway, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm out. I love you guys. Keep fucking on. Peace.